If you want to increase the amount of happiness in your life, I'm going to teach you this amazing technique called S.T.E.P. It has completely changed my life and those of my clients in private practice. It only takes a few seconds out of your day, and when you combine it with your daily journaling practice, you can really maximize its impact. Before I teach you S.T.E.P, let me put this into context. So there's this Buddhist idea that talks about happiness like it's our own private garden or a container of contentment. And I love alliterations. You can grow anything you want in your container of contentment, flowers, fruits, herbs. But for things to bloom or for us to feel happiness, you have to actively tend to the land and get gardening. But seriously, who's got time to mindfully attend their gardens of joy? Most of us just throw some water on once in a while and hope for the best. But what we don't realize is that we are constantly giving away the plants that we grow. A tough day at work, dealing with a difficult neighbor, all take away or harvest some of the things that we've grown in our gardens. This forces us to constantly regrow and replant things. And any gardener or farmer will tell you that you can't expect the soil to support plants if you're not replenishing it with fertilizer and digging it over once in a while. Without tending to the land, it will eventually turn into a patch of dirt that nothing can grow on. And that is really what depression and burnout are all about. One of the issues is that we have a negative bias to be looking outwards at what we can give away, what we have to give away, or if you've got some anxiety or trauma, what people might take. So rather than focusing on the quality of the garden, we're more focused on the quantity of crops or flowers that we're growing. To nourish our gardens, we need to be looking inwards for the good things and the positive feelings in life. It's these experiences that really keep our gardens rich with vitality and our soil filled with nutrients. And good things really do happen to us all the time. We just don't notice them when we're focused on giving our crops away and who might take them. And I'm not talking about the good things in life being winning the lottery or getting a promotion. I'm talking about the very little sparks of joy, like the colors of the leaves on a walk to work, or someone complimenting your ridiculous skeleton gloves in the dog park. We all have emotional reactions to these things, even if it's just a flicker of a spark. And the technique of savoring is just about acknowledging that this spark existed. Savoring comes from the world of positive psychology. So it's an evidence-based technique in which you take time to soak up the positive feelings that come with the good things in life, the small good things in life. It's important to distinguish that we're not denying the negative feelings or the crap that happens to us. We're just trying to balance out the negative bias that we have with the positive experiences of reality. The way that you can remember to savor is by using S.T.E.P. And it stands for savoring. It's taking emotional photographs. And here's how you do it. Okay, emotional photography is a weird one to explain, but I can't think of another term for it. You have to take a mental snapshot whenever you have one of these flickers or sparks of happiness. Holding on to these sparks is a way that we balance the scales every day, in much the same way that holding on to a photograph helps us recall a memory. So a really obvious example for me that perhaps you can relate to is when you blow out the candles on your birthday cake. It's a moment in time that is really easy to take an emotional photograph of because you're supposed to be thinking of whatever you're wishing for. Next birthday, what I want you to do is instead focus on the feelings. You're going to be surrounded by people who love you. Feel that in your heart, feel it in your body, and then take the photo of those feelings, and then you make the wish, and then you blow out the candles. Step 2, write down your emotional photographs anywhere, like in a journal, in an email to yourself, or on a journaling app. It doesn't matter. But when you do write it down, don't be a robot. Feel the feelings again. Recall what it felt like. There has to be an emotional piece to savoring for this to work. It's all about bringing those feelings back up. Number 3, if you do this regularly, you will start to notice a difference. But Don't write the same things down every day. Look for new experiences, no matter how small, to increase the variety of nutrients you're putting back into the soil of your container. Now, what's really crazy about this is that after a while, your unconscious mind will get clued into the game that we're playing, and it starts helping us out by noticing and seeking out more of these positive moments. So over time, what we're essentially doing is reprogramming that negative bias to start looking for joy or even just more pleasant experiences. And the best part is you start seeing the world in a different way. This is why savoring is one of my favorite techniques and why I hope you try it now.